The experience of Holy Week that we have just had reminds us sometimes how quickly everything can change. Last Sunday, during last Sunday's service, we stood with the crowds who welcomed Jesus into Jerusalem with joy. But soon after that, as the week progressed, we followed him into betrayal and abandonment. On Good Friday, we witnessed his brutal execution as another victim of human violence in a suffering world. And yet tonight, everything is transformed. Tonight we proclaim with joy that Christ has risen. And this is at the very heart of our faith. The resurrection is the foundation upon which everything rests. Without it, Jesus' death would just have been another one of a multiple unjust deaths that took place that would soon be forgotten. But because of Easter, the cross is revealed as the greatest sign of God's love for us. As St. Paul reminds us, if Christ had not been raised, our faith is in vain. So everything we believe and hope for depends on this truth, that God raised Jesus Christ from the dead. Now, it's deeply significant, I think, that the first witness to this truth was Mary Magdalene and her female companions. In a world at that time that overlooked women's voices, God chose her to proclaim the resurrection. And this reminds us that women have always been central to the life and the mission of the Church, from the discovery of the empty tomb right up to our own day. The resurrection also speaks into our contemporary world. It is a world still critically marked by violence and suffering. All we have to do is to think of the terrible wars that are taking place in Ukraine and the Middle East at the moment, where so many innocent lives are lost. Good Friday, unfortunately, continues in our world. But Easter tells us that death and violence do not have the final say. They do not have the final word. God's love is stronger. Hope is stronger. And tonight we see that hope made visible here among us. We welcome our catechumens, Robert Bell, Oliver Cowling, and Lily Phillips, who will receive the sacraments of initiation. We rejoice with Afra Almeida and Elizabeth Crilly, who will be confirmed. We welcome Deborah Dawn Boyd and Claudine Cook, who will be received into the Church, and Claudine's infant son, Andrew, who will be baptized. They stand before us tonight as a powerful sign of hope. Each of them has heard the call of Christ and have responded to that call with courage. Each of them desires to become a disciple of Christ in the world. In them, we see that the risen Lord is still at work in our world, still calling people, still transforming lives. And their yes tonight reminds us of our own calling, because all of us are an Easter people. We are people of hope, people of light, people who are sent on a mission. The same power that raised Christ from the dead is alive within each one of us. Christ is risen, and because he is risen, there is hope for the Church, there is hope for the world, there is hope for each of us.